Breaking: powerful Democrat arrested, led away in handcuffs. The political climate in this country has gotten out of hand in the wake of President Trump. Protests have been widespread and violent, but now they are including America's very own elected congressmen. How far is too far? A sit-in at Manhattan's Trump Tower was organized on Tuesday, which included a number of lawmakers at the federal and state levels. The event ended with several arrests, including that of Representative Luis Gutierrez, Washington Examiner reported. He was one of 3 Democrat congressmen arrested. One of 3? The sit-in took place after President Trump gave a 40-minute speech at the UN General Assembly on Tuesday morning. He was expected to stay at Trump Tower afterward, however. He was not present at the time of the protest. The purpose of the protest was to demand Congress pass DREAM Act legislation to protect immigrants affected by Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA, the Obama-era order, which Trump recently ended. Other notable attendees in the protest were Representative Paul Grijalva, Representative Adriano Espelita, and Democrat Speaker for the New York City Council, Melissa Mark-Viverito. Both Grijalva, where do they get these names, and Mark Viverito were arrested, but Espelita was not. "We are here to defend our immigrant communities," Mark Viverito stated before her arrest, according to New York Daily News. She was photographed while placed in plastic handcuffs and loaded into a law enforcement bus with other arrested protesters. According to Time, the protest organizers planned on being arrested at the event when they refused to be removed, I guess, from the sidewalk, which obstructed public property. Their wishes of arrest were fulfilled. Great news. The New York Police Department announced, since you have refused to leave the roadway, you will be placed under arrest on the charge of disorderly conduct. Upon the group's failure to comply, they were arrested, as that's the way it's supposed to go down. Gutierrez has a history of political demonstrations and arrests for them. In August, he was among an estimated 30 protesters arrested during a sit-in on the White House sidewalk that both commemorated the 5th anniversary of DACA and protested its ending. He was also arrested in 2010 and 2011 for the same act of protest, a sit-in style protest before the White House against the deportation of illegal immigrants. The group justified their protest as appropriate pressure against the Trump administration and Congress to defend thousands of immigrants deemed dreamers. At the same time, they opposed expanded border security measures, or the border wall, which they believe put immigrants in jeopardy. In a statement made following his arrest, Gutierrez claimed we're taking the necessary steps to make it clear to President Trump, the Republicans, and the Democrats that we will continue this peaceful fight for dreamers and immigrants as long as it takes to enact legislation and put dreamers in a safe place. Today we are standing with diverse allies to make sure Congress and the President do more than just talk about solutions. They actually follow through with action. These leftist politicians continue to make a mockery out of themselves. Their arrests don't yield change. It only damages their credibility. Immigration appears to be the only issue they're willing to protect, for which is stunning considering other issues such as the widespread violence of Antifa or the staggering statistics of unemployment. Perhaps Americans will be more willing to listen if these Democrats decide to protest something that affects everyday Americans. And this actually goes against everyday Americans that they're protesting. Because who's footing the bill for these illegals? Do you see what I'm saying? And another thing that pops into mind, he seems to be getting arrested quite often. Who's footing the bill for the attorney fees? Is it the American taxpayers by any chance? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.